Another beautiful day at the allotment. Let's make some compost. Right, so when making compost, what you need is an area for it to break down, and we're going to use this compost bin here in front of us, and I'm hoping that you'll be able to see that in the bottom there's nothing. So although the sides and the lid is plastic, the bottom is bare, and what that will do is that will allow the worms and the bacteria to find their way into the compost bin and start breaking down what we're going to put in there. And what you need are greens and browns, such as weeds, grass, that kind of thing for your greens, and cardboard for your browns. The browns will hold the I think the cardboard's there somewhere, yeah. The browns hold the carbon, whereas these hold like the nutrients and so on, and then water as well. So we've got a watering can down here somewhere also, because what you want to do is you want to keep it moist. You want a bit of moisture in there, and also that will help break up the cardboard. And then we're going to layer it, but before we layer it we need to rip the cardboard up into smaller pieces to allow the bacteria into it a lot easier, to break it down a lot quicker. Hello and welcome once again to Where Am I? And today I'm up at the allotment plot, and I am looking to make some compost. Now, the way I'm going to do this is I've got a compost bin with a hole in the bottom, so there's no floor, which allows the bacteria and the worms to get into the compost bin and start decomposing it. Cardboard for the browns, which is full of carbon, and I've got a load of weeds. This is barely scratching the surface. And I've also got a watering can full of water. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a layer. We're going to layer it, make it into like a sandwich. So the first layer to go down will be cardboard, ripped up. So you need to make sure that there's no staples or sellotape on the cardboard, and it's better to be actual cardboard, not the kind of cardboard that you may get like toys and that in, where it's like quite plasticky with plastic coating. So you want actual cardboard. So yeah, no staples, no sellotape or any kind of tape if you can help it. And you want to have a nice layer of cardboard on the bottom to begin with, and you want to rip it up so it's quite small, so it's easier for it to break down. Right, so now that we've put the cardboard in the bottom, we've got a nice layer, we've got some nice water here in the watering can. I'm going to get it all nice and damp. There we go. Oh, down there. That will help start the decomposition of the cardboard. Now I'm going to put on the gardening gloves. Now, with some weeds, you might find there's some soil attached to it. That's fine, because the soil will act as a brown. You don't want too much in there, but if it goes in, it goes in. It's not the end of the world. Any sticks, make sure they're broken down. To chop it down, you can run it through a lawnmower or a shredder, or you can just use like your secateurs and stuff like that. Make sure no roots go in. You don't want any roots in. So there's a root there, we don't want that. And make sure no plastics or cardboard go, no plastics or like carpet go in there either. Now, it's not just weeds and grass that you can put into the compost bin. You can also put in your veggie plants from last year as well, or from the last season, and that'll compost down really nice too. Now, once you've built up a nice layer of your greens, it's time to add some more browns again. And again, cardboard. Nice layer of cardboard. Now, once again, and we've done a nice layer of browns at the bottom, which is the cardboard, followed by the weeds and plants, which is the greens, and now we've done another layer of cardboard. So again, we need to give it a little bit of a drink. Right, so we have done many layers now of weeds and grasses and other plants, and also cardboard. Now, if you had finished yours, you could put a sheet of cardboard on top to help keep keep it locked in, keep the warmth locked in. But as you can see, I've broken mine up, and the reason being is this will slowly go down, but there's still quite a few, maybe a foot, half a foot there, so I can still get more on top, which is why I've ripped mine up. Now the final stage of this bit is just to give it a bit of a drink, slosh it around, right, and then with that all now done, okay, so putting the lid on and leaving it, and we'll come back and visit this one in maybe a month or two. Now I'll show you the other ones. So this one here that we're going to have a look at, this one's been in for a few days, and it wasn't built the same as this one. This one hasn't got any cardboard in it, and this actually started out in all the elements just using a white dumpy bag, a builder's dumpy bag, and as you can see, it's broken down quite nicely. This is after a year, so this is with, like I said, no cardboard. This is just plain weeds, and it's broken down real nice. And after a year of sitting out in all the elements, we put it in this one just to gather a bit of heat and to break down a little bit more. So we'll leave that one for a little bit longer. This one here was in that bin that we've just been loading up now. The heat from this is quite a lot, and this has got cardboard in it, tea bags and everything else. Let me get a handful of it, and as you can see, it's a lot more different than that one. It's a lot finer. This one's probably ready to use, I would have thought. I'm no expert, but I think this one's a lot further along and probably could use this one straight away, but we're going to leave it in there for a little bit longer. So that's my way of making compost. I will leave in the description all the things that you can and add to compost. I won't do a what you can't add really, because I haven't got full knowledge on it myself. I'm still learning. So, but I will leave a load of information in the description, so please do check that out. Please do give us a thumbs up and do subscribe, and yeah, we'll return to these, and we'll have a look at them in a week or a couple of months. Thanks for now. Bye everyone.